Hey there, it's Patmos, and nice of you to join me as we will continue our adventure in Sapiens. There they are off running around doing their business. Now, I have been trying a little bit to kind of soft cap the population at 100 in the Lua files, but I don't know, they keep changing back, I think, every time. So that is an issue. I don't know how to solve that, but we'll just get going with what we have and see how big it gets. I believe the soft cap now is 200 anyways. So, yeah, we can grow indefinitely, which is quite good. What we do need, though, is to grow our little garden. We don't have everything yet. I mean, we have some ginger, we have echinacea, we have quite a few different plants. I don't know if we have them all yet. So, we'll check that. But I do think, in the end, we're going to need more food to be really sustainable for the population. In order to do that, let's go ahead. Get some beetroots while we wait for the... Wow, look at this. Something is up there. Really need to work on the plant sizes. That just doesn't make sense. Look at this, look at this, look at this. This doesn't make sense, right? Crazy. Wow. Oh well, it is what it is. But, Sure, we go plant some stuff. Apparently we can't go that close to the wall, but it might have to do with the wheat. That is a little bit sticking out, so we'll get to it. At least if we get some extra beetroots. Ooh, we got a lot of kits in, so that'll be interesting to see. If we get a lot of beetroots, should be interesting to see if we don't run actually out of food, because all of the beetroots will now be used to plant right here. So I think that won't really be the case. Yeah, they can still plant, so that's good. We have a lot of wheat grown. I think we should focus on getting bread bacon. Oh, they're already making flatbread, so that's the good news. So why not build another wheat field? As I hear a mammoth in Houston. Which could mean that some of our people actually at the moment get attacked. Which might be interesting, because then we have to start to defend ourselves, of course. I mean, we're not just going to our population get butchered by a bunch of mammoths, so we'll work on that soon. Might even destroy some of my buildings. The tribe has been spotted. Well, that's fine. Not going to invite anybody in at the moment. We already are at 100, so... Alright, there we go. Let's see how that pays off. And we should be okay on the food for a while. Might be a case of trying to get some extra medicines in. Now we already have these making it. All 4 different types. So what could be useful to our little tribe now? To add 4 benches to it. Then start making all the medicines, but then in the double numbers. Another thing we can do then is to strike this with a tool and learn about it. Let's have 4 Sapiens do that as we start to dig up some extra clay. Luckily, that's why I sometimes look up the hotkey, in this case the number 3. We can then tell them to quickly start cutting some clay out. Digging some clay out, I have to say. There they go. Alright, let's see. Get to the investigation roles. We should probably check the roles anyway, since this is a managed Sapien civilization. Do we have anybody available? Well, 1. Baking, grain grinding. Alright, that's okay. Seems like most jobs are pretty well done. Planting is very well done. Flint napping, not so much. But we don't have much flint to nap anyways. So that is not an issue. I don't think we have flint at all, actually, at the moment. So, no worries there. They're still busy doing some stuff to our forest. Which is fine. And it looks like we have to do some mulching here. Let's prioritize that. So, we We have the best possible fertile soil. We do get quite a few of these urns here. But they're all unfired. We're not going to fire them anytime soon. What we might do, though, is make sure that we make use of the wheat that we have. But we don't have a lot of wheat, I think. So, I guess that's where harvesting this comes in. As soon as we do that, they can plant this. And after that, we can really get a steady flow of wheat in, I think. One of the things we should probably look for is, well, we have population. I want to see beds that we have, so that we know that we have enough beds. This one should probably be put to no selection. And on this one, I want to see the food count. Oh, we should be good with the food count. I never really understand how it works and if it's accurate. I've had games where it says I had like hundreds and hundreds of food, and I had absolutely no way of finding that in a single storage, but apparently now the game tells us we're good. Oh wow, these are now really doing that research. And that makes it go real fast. That's good. There should also be some stuff laying around that we can use for these kind of purposes. So let's collect some. Symptoms worsened, symptoms worsened, symptoms worsened. So that indicates that we don't have a lot of medicine available to us at the moment. Ooh, breakthrough is near, but I think, yeah, stone carving. Cool. Oh, then we can really get blocks. Nice. So we don't just have to mine it. We can really get blocks. But apparently we're out of pickaxes. How can that be? We have hammers. We have hatchets. We have spears. Are we not making... Oh, yeah, we are making pickaxes. Except that we don't have stone. Ah, okay. So we need stone to make the pickaxes so we can mine the stones for more stones. Interesting. So I guess right now focusing a bit on getting stuff. Well, this is just clay, but just fetching some stones from the wild, which is always a crazy thing to say. Stones from the wild, but yeah, basically we're getting them from nature at the moment. Oh, lots of manure. That's good for my garden. That in. But with some stones, we might be able to get some stuff going. Let's tell them. Pick up any small and bigger rocks. With 100 sapiens, we should be able to do a pretty okay job, I think. Tell them specifically what this. Just want them to store the stuff. Here is some plain rocks. Not too many, but there's not a lot of stuff around, period, basically. But as soon as we get some, they can build these tables, and they can use the rest to, for instance, make stone pickaxe heads. Stone pickaxe heads we need for that first. Are we still making those? Should. Yeah, we have plenty of hammerheads and stuff like that. So we have the pickaxe heads. Needs a knapping tool, a small rock. Well, we are getting some small rocks in now too. Well, one thing is clear. We need rocks and more rocks and more rocks. That's a chicken. Better not to try and use those as a rock. That usually doesn't work. Though, bash hard enough, you might do some good with it, but not exactly what I had in mind. Okay, well, oh, look at this. There's a ton of rocks here. 23 limestone rocks and some plain rock. Getting dark already again, though, so we have to be wary of the fact that everybody will go to sleep soon. Luckily, our bed count is slightly above that one, the population count. At least that's how it looks now. If we go closer in, we can see that there's quite a difference. So we are good on the bed. That's one of the things, if you put everything in one graphic and some of the numbers are really high, or even one of the numbers is really high, it might get a bit hard to really read the correct numbers. Now we can see that there's actually a gap of around 20 beds that we have to spare. So we don't have to worry about that. Alright. Oh, they're planting the wheat now. Still have hay? Yes, 200 something. Good, we have 65 logs. We have 54 split logs. We have a lot of soil that we can use to fill up some land. And it appears these are ready. These are made for virus medicine. So let's go to virus medicine. This one up to 25. Tell them to do virus medicine and maintain. And I prioritize these. So we do want to keep them prioritized. This is injury medicine. Oh, we need garlic for that. Okay, we have to do some harvesting then. I think this was set to 15, right? No, also 20. Well, I guess with a population of over 100, injury medicine, it's good to have like 25 each. Burn medicine. Okay, well, they can't do this one. This is the poison medicine. So we don't have a lot of poison at the moment. So we can cap this at 10. I like the fact to have enough of everything in our little tribe here. Alright, let's prioritize all of this. I'm sure that they really make this. And we need to harvest our garlic, apparently. Luckily, we've planted some extra here. So let's try and harvest everything. Yeah, that gets us some garlic. That's good. That's the good news. Sorry, big sneeze there. That's why you heard the clicking icon. I was turning off my sound so you wouldn't hear the big sneeze. Alright, let's do some harvesting. All the beetroots are planted already, so harvesting all of these will just generate a ton of food. We have some food growing here. Ah, we can now finally see, because the elderberries are... trees lost their leaves, that we have some issues here with not too fertile ground. So let's fix those. Ooh, this is already growing again. We just harvested it. They didn't even finish the planting there. Okay, where is that aggressive mammoth? I hear it. Do we have enough spears to do some serious hunting? 25. That seems like a good amount. How many hunters do we have? 14. That might be a number that we want to get higher at some point. I don't think we need 41 rock nappers. And we might need some extra hunters, although these are all kids. But at least they get the option to learn it at some point. That'll be good. Kind of sounds like the angry mammoth is coming from this way or this direction. Yet I don't see it. The problem with hunting a mammoth is that they will run away at some point. That gets highly annoying because then they have to chase really far. But here we have our angry friend. Let's prioritize hunting this fellow. Making sure that we get rid of it. This is an interesting thing because they're just guarding these rocks, it seems. And then they attack me. So, might be a need at some point to go on a mammoth killing spree. Killing off all the mammoths. Ben is no longer sick. Very good. Injured by a mammoth. Yeah, that's bound to happen if we start hunting them. So, nothing weird there. We do still have a lot of sick and injured people. So, yeah, they're in all the houses. So even though we have a nice big tribe of 115 at the moment, I think maybe a third already is not working anymore. They're just lying down and sleeping, which is unfortunate. Although they seem to be a little bit scared off. I just now don't see the mammoth that we're trying to hunt anymore. If he gets too far out, I'm just going to leave him, because why would we hunt him if he's very far out? What, you go back. Injured anyway. Yeah, this one seems to be gone, so let's not hunt him anymore. Apparently we've driven him off, which is kind of good news. Let's tell them to... No, we have some jobs here to do. There's some Sapiens not doing much, but these are the kids, which is... I guess they have a good reason that they're not doing anything. No longer sick, virus is clearing up, so that's helping. But we might just have to tell them to rush getting the garlic. That at least we can make those medicines. They've built the roof on here. Question is, can they? Oh, they can't finish it. Probably too high. So if we put up the floor here, the game will tell us that they can't build it. Because it is too high, or that's usually what happens. Maybe they can close this off. If they can, that'll be good. If not, we might have to like build stairs at some point and then we can close it and then do it again. But oh, yeah, well, at least they deliver some wood. Wonder if they can build it. Yeah, he can build it. Oh, perfect. Then we should even be able to close this one off. But we still have to put some beds in there. That might be something. Oh, that's nice. See that they're able to make medicine now. That's good news. This is still open, but that's okay. Where we do some flint napping. And they bring in more and more stones. Starting to wonder if we still need more slots for other things to be built. Yeah, we do still need some stuff, but not too much. So we might have to build some extra tables out here, crafting stations. So let's do that so that at least that is set. Then we can start to work on a roof here. Which I think will be something that our Sapiens will enjoy. Think about how to build a proper roof here. We can make a straight one and then go with the triangle ones, but probably better to just follow the shape that we followed on the floor. Alright, we'll see. Everything is built now. It's okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. Go on this side. I guess we also need stairs here now. Probably going to put in the stairs like this so that they can go up both sides of the building. So they can either get in, go up the stairs, or get in and go besides the stairs. That's the idea now. They should be able to walk past this. Then we get some roofing overhead here. At least they can work dry. And since we have the logs and the split logs, they should be able to build that relatively quickly. Should also have the forest regrowing. Yes, nice. Still need stone pickaxes though, so each one branch. Ah, we run into a whole new issue. Branching. Don't we have a bamboo forest? Yeah, we have a bamboo forest. Might be too small, but we have a bamboo forest. And we have a lot of trees and stuff close by anyway. Let's go like this. Let's just tell them to gather bamboo and prioritize. I know I prioritize everything all the time, but in this case it'll work. Because a lot of the prioritized jobs have already been done. So now just getting those sticks will actually work. Which is great. I think we should... Yeah, we can't get sticks from these trees. We can get sticks from banana... No, also not from banana trees. Maybe then from these trees. I know there's fruit trees. Yeah, see? There are fruit trees where we can get sticks from. Currently it's the elderberry trees and probably the orange trees. Let's get the elderberries too. Is injured by a mammoth. Severely worsened. Mammoth did it. Probably one of the mammoths out there. You go home so you can get some rest. Yeah, this is not too bad. They're bringing sticks now. We can see we have a supply of sticks. 66 now, so that works. And with those sticks, they should be able to now make some pickaxes. Yay. Let's prioritize making some pickaxes. We are completely out. The more we get, the merrier. It's one hard small rock, yeah. But we do have 6 pickaxe heads now. And this one will work now too. And out of the 15 chisels. Well, they'll be doing their jobs right now. Okay, let's see. Flooring. I think it should go like this, and that should actually work. Now let's rotate it a bit. Oh, somebody died of old age. Well, that's actually not too sad. It means that they had a long life. They even grown old, so not too bad, I guess. All right, there we go with the roof. Sometimes it works to just hold it next to a piece and it will snap on, and sometimes you have to rotate it before it works. There it goes. Get another floor up here. At least we get some different looking structures. So we have the housing kind, even with a shed. We now get this looking building. We of course have our normal storage buildings. We have our kind of granary-ish building. I think this one needs something extra though, because right now these are not supported. This needs some support structure so that we can keep this balcony up. I think that would just make sense. No longer sick, injuries improving, no longer sick, injuries. That's the news that we want to get. That is what we like to see. Oh, look at this, that's all growing now. Very good. Well, you know, just wait a bit for the last bits to grow, I guess, and then we'll just tell them to harvest it. Get me to wheat, so that we can make bread. Healed up, no longer sick. Became an adult. Oh, also a feat, so yeah, that's good. Then it's soon time to chop my forest. And of course replant it. They will probably still be busy fetching stuff out here. And at some point we will really want them to hunt those mammoths, because they will be annoying at some point. But hunting a mammoth means getting injured, so... I must say, since one of the latest updates, I think it's harder to actually kill a mammoth. Because normally I would not have too much trouble killing a mammoth, but right now it seems to take longer and longer. And I mean, mammoths were already hard, and now they only seem to be harder to kill, so I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't understand the whole fact that they just hold still, let the mammoth hit them and stuff. They should be running around as well, together with the mammoth. And then there should be a chance that they get hit, I think, and not just stand there making sure that you get hit. I don't think that is how it should work. But that's just me. Alright, time for some... no, it's not time for some roads, because they'll use up all my stones. I think I should make some extra roads here, but yeah, I might have to hold off on that for a bit. But when we get the pickaxes, what we can do, of course, is tell them to start getting stone here. Ooh, that'll give me a lot of stone. And if we use the pickaxes to get the stones, we continue an endless supply of stone for us that they can use to make pickaxes, so that should be good. If we use the pickaxes for some other things, then we might get into a few issues. Alright. Let's go check. Should work. For a bit at least. Yep, there we go. All of a sudden, the snapping works. Nice. Well, there comes the entire floor. Then the question is, what are we gonna do with this? Are we going to use this as a big balcony and just build a square structure on it? Or have to think about that. Can be good to put some extra beds in there, as well as in here. Going for the hay beds, though. Since we live in the tropics in this game, cold chills are not a thing, and the only thing the woolskin beds do is prevent cold chills at night. Since that is not a thing, we can just use the hay beds. Of course, I like the woolskin beds better, but we already have some woolskin beds waiting to be finished. So let's not add to the woolskin beds. Let's just make a bunch of hay beds. They'll work just as fine. Or do we... Oh, we don't have a way to get up here. Well, that's interesting. What do we make here? Beds. Do we have some room in the hallway to make a stairs? I don't know. Okay. You know what? Let's just get rid of this. Not of the floor, of course, but of the beds. Yeah, they're removing the beds. Good. We can just put a floor on here. Although they can't get up here, so that's impossible, I think. Oh, well. At least it's closed off, so there is not a big issue. And we can always build a roof path that goes here, so they can finish this and then remove that path again. And then we have the roof up here. Would be nice to get it cleared out and have a nice roof on it. Feels quite tempting to make a square structure up here where you have a big balcony. I'm going to try it. We'll see how it looks. So if we go like this, these will be the entrances to the balcony. Of course, we need to close off the middle area. One. Then we need windows on the sides, I guess, so that they can look outside. And then we can make these balconies. Where they can all sit and have a great time. And everything appears to snap to it, which isn't always the case, so this is good. I like that it now seems to be snapping on. We'll just do one balcony first, see how it looks, and then we can decide what to do on the other side. But I think this is nice. And then maybe we can make a little bit of an overhang here. And then have some stuff out in the open. Something like that. Let's get a torch on these two corners, like that. See how that looks. But that should be interesting. I do see that there's not a lot of stone chopping here. So, you know, people, get mining. How many miners do we have? 10. Oh, they should be busy with that. Oh, they're all sick. That could also be the case, though. We have some mulching to do. Mulching. Ooh, a lot of mulching to do. How many mulchers do we have? 4. Well, let's make that at least 5, but it's a start. Probably we are out of garlic again, because we don't have that much. Check the medicine count. If we hover over it, we should see that. See, it needs garlic. Okay. So that'll be a goal. Expand the garlic even further. I think what we can do is this lower or higher? This is higher. Okay, so that's good news. That means that we can start to fill this with soil. That will make things leveled anyways. And then we can put in even more garlic right here, which looks nice in line with the rest. Sorry, little lonely bamboo stick, you have to go. Alright, these are now working hard. Virus is clearing up. Well, those are the things we want to read, so that's going well. We have some pickaxes now, 4 to be precise. Now that they start using those to actually get more stones to make more pickaxes, I'm all happy. Some were busy with the trees. And I like the fact that we stockpiled some of this. I mean, we're slowly running out now, but they will be able to get more in again. So that's the nice part. But the fact that we have so much in stock means that we can quickly build certain buildings. All I want to check now is some info on the wheat. Well, see, we have 41 wheat here. It is being hulled constantly. Question will be, is 1 enough? Or do we need more? Let me check in the resources tab. So we have a lot of wheat. We have 1 flatbread. I doubt we have a lot of dough. Bread dough 1, see? So I think we might need some extra crafters doing the crafting business there. Now, before we go to that, let's make this under a roof, because they'll be helpful too. I'm happy and working indoors. Will this work? Yes. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. You know what? Maybe we can do some in here, but that's quite far off from this. I think what we can do is just put some crafting areas underneath. Don't have anything to snap to. So that might be it. No. It's not gonna work. Yeah. Let's start from out here. We'll do 1, 2, 6, and then from here on out, we can start to build the 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 1 for hulled wheat. Yeah, so we need 6 in total. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can remove these. These were just to map things out. That's why I pressed Alt while placing them, so they wouldn't get built. And now... Oh, they still need to be built. I thought they were all built, but there's just 1. Alright. Well, we'll get there. This is, yeah, because of the night time. Well, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4 torches might fix that a little bit. Showing symptoms, healing up, healing up, healing up, healing up. Yes, it's quite on par at the moment, so we just get more infections as it's clearing up for some people. So it's a little bit of trade-off, I guess. Use the length that we have here to get more garlic plants. Then should have a few to spare for some medicine too. Still have a rock shortage. Well, that's kinda the whole idea, I think, of this game, to make sure that you always have shortages. Some mining here. Should get multiple rocks out of this. Let's just press 1, that's faster. There we go. Are there any big piles of rocks close where there's not a lot of mammoths? No. I don't think so. But it's okay, I mean... It's fine. We found the copper there in the ground, which is good. And these are now really busy doing the mining business. So yeah, this should get us some rocks. I think. Come on. Yeah, see? So you get a few rocks and some flint even. Nice. Get baby girls, now an elder. Let's see. I think, yeah, tribe's not really getting smaller, so I think we just have to use the game's hard cap, which is 200. Nothing bad with that, so that's okay. These will now all be built. But that is something that I want to finish now, of course. I don't want to see it otherwise. Why are... Oh, this is a bug. So they're stored above here, but then they just get... They show up down there, which is interesting, to say the least. But it is what happens. Right, so we need these two to hull the wheat, and then we have to turn it into flour, and then we have to make bread dough. Come on, people. There's plenty of rocks out there now. Build this. Help me out. At least they will be able to do this under the roof here, so they'll be able to do this drop. Let's start setting it up. This is for bread dough. This one is for flour. This one is for flour. This one is for bread dough. These two down here, which are the most needed right now, is just to make hulled wheat. Because we have a lot of wheat, we just don't have a lot of hulled wheat. And I'm going to prioritize all of these. Just to make sure that we really get the flatbreads going. Because they'll most likely solve all of our food problems. Now the urns are not too far away. The wheat's not too far away. So they can easily get all of this. Make it and then store it again. Is also something I quite like. But yeah, they're not really in a hurry finishing this bit. Ah, no, I thought that was the one with the stone that was going to fix this structure, but... hello. Alright, well, they're busy with it. They should just go from one place to another, yeah. So make it, bring it to the next place, and then continue with it. I'm done waiting. Come on. Yeah, they're putting the sticks in, but seems like we're out of sticks again. We are burning through the sticks like crazy. So, let's chop and replant this forest for some extra sticks. And probably make another one. They do get sticks out of this, so that's the good news. But we just need a ton more sticks. And with a ton, I actually mean a ton more sticks. So... let's just plant a whole forest. Of course, now you can just keep your mouse pressed. Slowly move around, because if you go too fast, there'll be big gaps. And that way, this gets all set up pretty quickly, as you can see. We'll soon have another bamboo forest growing. With that, we can get a ton more sticks. All the fires and crafting and stuff do require a lot of sticks, so that is something. This is all still rich soil though, which is the good news. And we can already see the amount of sticks is growing slowly, so that's nice. Mr. finally came in and made this, so that's working. Can make bread though. Oh no, they need flour, they can't. But yeah, we have some flour here now, so we'll leave these to it. Injury healed, injury healed, injury healed. Yay! I think we must have killed a mammoth by now. They were hunting one, and by the sounds of it, they must have killed one. Yep, there they go. Alright, let's butcher it. No butchering tools, oh dear. Tools really become an issue. Now, if you want the infinite flow of tools, what you can do is use a mining mod. There is a mod where you can place mining structures and set them to mine a certain resource continuously, which can help you solve the issue where you either have to completely terraform the whole countryside or do stuff differently. So there are ways to deal with those shortages. But yeah, if you want to build nice towns and you have to do everything manually, then you're in for something nice. It's fine though, it's not that bad, but would be nice at least to get some automated things going in the game where you can just slowly get automated stones or whatever, so that you don't have to always click a certain area again. Get a few extra stones and then it's done again, and then you have to try again in another spot and stuff like that. It can be a bit of a grind. But as far as we can see, our new structure is having the second layer. We have a nice balcony. We can make some roofing, some other stuff on here now soon, which is good. We have expanded the whole industry for medicine. So we should slowly get more medicine in that we can help use to basically heal a lot of our people. We are trying to get in more sticks and stuff, which is good news. But it looks like we are out of hay now, so that's another issue to solve, where we will need hay to keep all the fires going. That's one of the downsides of building a lot of fires, but since we have a big tribe, you can already see they're all going out fetching hay, so that should work. So step by step, it is possible to manage a big tribe like we do. Just have to take your time. And the micromanagement pays off in a sense that we don't have to check stuff, we just make sure that we mine stones, and they will make everything out of that we need, and we have all the different foods that we need and such, so that's all good. And that will also be then the conclusion of this little episode. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to it. Then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.